Oh, listen to that purr. What's up, homies of the interwebs? Lugnuts.Guapo coming at you from Longhorn Harley-Davidson, and today we are riding this beautiful 2020 Limited with a 131 crate motor in it with a couple other goodies. We'll get into that in a little bit. But sorry, it's been about 2 weeks and I posted anything. Just, you know, happy Thanksgiving, took a break, trying to avoid the burnout. And it's real. That's happened to me before, and I didn't want it to happen again. But thank you so much for sticking around. The channel still grew while I haven't been posting. Thank you so much for all the support. But with all that said, roll the tape. Just so y'all know, I actually warmed up this earlier. Oh, I forget. He has a rock form set up, and I am a fan. I got one on my FXR. Look at those gauges. Ooh-wee. Sounding good. Got that D&D made in the USA, made in Texas, and more specifically made here in Fort Worth. It sounds good. It sounds way better on M-Made than on a twin cam. Personal opinion, personal preference. Alright. Let's talk about what's been done. Obviously you got the 131 crate motor, which comes with a big throttle body. Comes with a 77X Woods cam, and it's just oh, listen to that purr. So what does that all do to your overall performance? Well, we're talking right now, the dyno sheet on this as of late is 148 horsepower and 156 foot-pounds of torque, and you feel every bit of it. Now this is the first time, man, I'm like barely opening it up and it just wants to go. It's the first time I've actually ridden this setup, so I'm not really sure what the perfect RPMs is for this. Oh my god! Yeah, it's definitely upper fours. That noise is just, whoo, can't beat it. Now this is a Limited. He did the detachable tour pack kit. This bike originally belonged to a customer, and we built it, well, not say we, of course I didn't do jack squat, but the technician that actually purchased this for himself built this for a customer, and he loved it, put 15,000 or what is it, 12,000 miles on it, and loved it, but wanted something lighter, I guess, and he traded it in. So then after that he did this right here, which is the Arlen Ness relocation gauge kit. Comes with the triple trees, the standoff for the lock, the fork lock, and then of course the gauge is mounted on the riser itself. And may I say, it's probably the best setup in my opinion. And price wise, I actually don't remember how much it costs, but I do know it's cheaper than most, so I'll put that right there. This thing is absolutely just comfortable. Has the thrashing bars on it. I'm not really sure whose grips are. Arlen Ness grips. So Arlen Ness setup with grips. It is incredibly comfortable. I'm about, I don't know, like 5'11", I don't know, right under 6. Wow! It's so, and I've said this before, I did a video on his previous bike like 2 bikes ago. It had a 128 kit on a, is it a Heritage, right when the Softos first came out, and it's just so smooth. The power band is just incredibly smooth. If you compare this to a twin cam that you put like I forget what it was, the old crate motors, they were just so wildly unmanageable. They would buck you off the motorcycle. If you sneezed on the throttle, I mean, it would take off without you. This right here is incredibly manageable, and just the way that it displaces power is so smooth. Love everything about it. Yep, that was on me. Skip that for a second. Wow. So overall, out of all the we got a school zone here. Gotta slow it down. So overall, out of all, because he used to have a 2021 Roguelite special, he had FXR division bars and a D&D as well. But that was about pretty mild, but even the bars themselves, I wasn't like a huge fan of them. There's just so much going on. It's the first time I've been around here when there's many cars. But even the bars themselves weren't like as comfortable. This setup is just so perfect. Like I say, I'm about 5'11", I want to say, right under 6 foot, and I believe these are probably 10-inch right here, and they're just right in front of me, and they're not super wide, they're not super narrow, they're just like in the perfect spot. I'm actually really happy with this setup. Hey, what's up? Definitely if I ever get a Road Glide or a Road King or whatever type of bagger, this setup is the one to have, hands down. Absolutely love everything about it. If you've tried MJK risers and all that on another bagger that we did at Maverick, we've also done the Crow setup actually here at Longhorn on a Road Glide special, where the gauges are on the other side. The ones that we did with the MJK are like below the riser, and it's, I mean, I guess that was better than the Crow setup in my opinion, just because you can actually see the stereo, which if you're gonna have a stereo, you might as well be able to see it, right? Of course, if you don't, then why even have it? Just take it out. Seriously, it's just a waste of space and weight. It's just more weight. So this thing right here is perfect. I can see the screen, like, I mean, it's just amazing that I can see the entire screen and not have to like move my head around to make sure that I can see it. I'm pretty sure you can see it too from the angle on my helmet. It's pretty spectacular. I absolutely love it, and the quality is just, man, it's all there, absolutely all there. What's that about? Golly, man, it sounds amazing. So he put fresh tires on it. I'm not gonna take it and just not launch it too hard, but I mean, I've seen him take off and it's just every gear is just skirt, skirt, skirt. That tire wants to get loose every single time if you just bang it as hard as you can. But overall, the power plant very smooth, delivery very smooth, and it really doesn't take much to get it loose, but it also doesn't take much to like make it extremely manageable. And by that I mean is, if you do what I just did and you kitted it kind of hard, it's like there's no slippage. You could actually, I'm pretty sure you probably see in the footage earlier, the traction control was just bouncing. It was just flashing, not bounce, flashing like crazy. It is pretty cool that it has that. I mean, obviously you can get rid of it if you wanted it to, but honestly, like for a cruiser, if you're just wanting something to like daily and not have to think too much about it, it's really nice to have that, because I've had days where, you know, with my FXR, if I'm just not paying attention, I'll do stupid stuff, lock it up, make it slide, and be like, oh, I wasn't even thinking about that. But overall, the setup as it sits is awesome, especially if you want to go long distance. This thing already has the tour pack, everything else to go with it, and man, I absolutely love it. Oh, and I forgot to mention, it has Ohlins front and rear, full-on cartridges in the front, and of course he doesn't have the piggybacks on the rear, but the handling is just a So let's review, shall we? Ohlins 131 with 77X Woods cam, putting out 146 horsepower, or it's 148 horsepower, 156 foot-pounds of torque. D&D with rear Ohlins suspension, again not piggybacks. I don't know if you can really see them from here, but they're the simple setup, which is great. Got the Tombstone lights, blacked out slim tail light. overall a very good looking machine, and it kind of looks like a CVO seat, and it's very, very comfortable. So that's all I got for you guys. If you like this content, go ahead and like, subscribe, and yeah, let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Was this something that you'd be interested in riding or checking out? Because I definitely was excited about it. And just to let you know, my background is not just Harleys. It's definitely, like, you know, sport bikes and all kinds of stuff. So when I say this is fast, I'm taking into consideration that this thing is like 800 pounds and it's air cooled, so it's antique technology, but that's what makes a Harley a Harley. It's just fun, period, and extremely comfortable. I would love to take this, you know, from across the country, side to side, California to Florida or something like that, or to New York or whatever the case may be. This would be the setup that I would go with for sure. But anyways, that's all I got for you guys. Until see you next time, get on your Harley and get some wind therapy. Oh, on 2 wheels. Get on your Harley or on 2 wheels and get some wind therapy. Later.